Hi everyone, now some time to do a bit of maths. So first of all, we're going to warm our brains up a bit by recognising some Numicon pieces. So I'm going to pop some up on the slides and I want you to recall them with myself. Let's go. 5, 6, 2, 3, 1, 10, 7, 9, 8. Well done. That was all our numbers up to 10 using Numicon. So now we're going to have a look at ordinal numbers, which is something we looked at last week, just to get ourselves a bit more fluent in it. And please, if you've got a pen and paper, have a go at writing some of these down at home as well. So here on the screen, you can see 4 numbers. So this number is number 1. This is number 2. Well done. This is number, 3. And this is number 4, correct. So we're going to order these numbers from the smallest to the greatest. So have a little think, which is the smallest number? Correct. The smallest number is 1, so that is going to go first. I'm just going to move the other numbers down here. So now we're going to put them in the correct order and think about which number comes next. So remember last week we were thinking about what is 1 more than 1, and so forth, which number comes after 1. Have a think about the numbers we've got at the bottom. You're right, it's number 2. So using the similar method, we've got 1 and 2. Which number comes after 2, so therefore which is more, 1 more than 2? Correct, it is 3. And if we were continuing the sequence, we've got 1, 2, and then 3. What would 1 more than 3 be? You're right, it would be 4. So let's say those numbers in the correct order together. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Fabulous. Right, let's do another one. So now I've got some different numbers. I've jumbled them all up a little bit. So let's see if we can recognise them. So this is number 1. This is number, 3. This one is 0, correct. This one, 5. This one, 4. And this one, 2. Superb. So I'm going to pop them together down here again in a row. And whilst I'm doing that, I want you to identify which is the smallest number out of my numbers that I've got, which is the smallest number. So you should have said 0. So 0 is my smallest number, so I'm going to place that one first. Remember, as we're putting them in order, we're going to do 1 more than 0 comes after 0. So which number here shows me 1 more than 0? Correct, it is number 1. So we've got 0, then 1. Which number comes after the number 1? 1 more than 1. Correct, it is number 2. And then 1 after 2, what would that be? Correct, it would be 3. What would 1 more than 3 be? Yes, it would be 4. And what would 1 more than 4 be? Yeah, it would be 5. Let's say those numbers together in the right order. Let's go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. Well done if you got that right. I've got one more, and this one's got a few more numbers on it now. So I hope you can read them. I'll point to them. Let's do it together. 0, 5, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 6. Superb. So we'll start again. I'll put them in a row down here at the bottom. Whilst I'm doing that, have another little think. Which is the smallest? Which is the smallest number out of all of these? Okay, so the smallest number is 0. So that is the one that we should be starting with first. And what is 1 more than 0? Correct. It is 1. Which number comes after 1 when we're putting them in order? It is 2. Which number comes after 2? Correct. 3 is 1 more than 2. Which number comes after 3? 4. Well done. Which number comes after 4? 5. And what is 1 more than 5? 6. Superb. So let's have a little look and let's say these numbers. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Fantastic. So if we were thinking about using some of the terminology we've been using last week, if we looked at the number 4, we could say that 4 comes after 3. Can you say that? Well done. We can also say that 4 comes before 5. Can you say that? Superb. Let's do it with another number. I'm going to choose the number 1. So number 1 comes after 0. Can you say that? And number 1 comes before 2. Right, I'm going to choose one now for you to have a go at saying with the people around you. I'm going to choose this number. You're right, that's number 3. So number 3 comes after which number? Have a think. You're right, number 3 comes after 2. Number 3 comes before which number? Correct. 3 comes before 4. Well done, everyone. So now I've got a bit of a task for you to do at home. So I hope you've got a pen and pencil ready or maybe some paper. So here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number sequences, and they're all jumbled up and I've got them all wrong. So what I want you to do is look at the first 3 numbers here and then identify which is the smallest and then put them in order from smallest to largest. So look at 2, 0 and 1. Which one would be first, which one would come second, and which one would come third? So putting them in the correct order. Once you've done the first question, move down and see how far you can complete. I'm just going to give you some time now to work those answers out. You might need to use some objects to work them out. So you might want to get some toys and put one object in front of you and then 2 objects in front of you and see which is the largest. So you can work out the order they go in if you need some help. Okay, I'm going to move on to the answers now, but if you need a little more time to work them out, just press pause, work them all out, and then you can see the answers afterwards. Okay, so these are the answers that you should have got. Hopefully you've all got them correct. So the first answer, if we're putting them in the correct order, was 0, then 1, then 2. The second was 0, 1, 2, and 3. The third was 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The fourth was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then the final question was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done, everyone. That's some great counting. I know we've been working really hard on ordinal numbers the past week. Now we're going to move on to something a little bit different, which we haven't covered this year, and that's something called part-whole models. Now, I might have looked at them a little bit last year in FS, so hopefully you'll be able to use some of those skills to help you today. So here in front of you, you can see that I have got a part-whole model. So here is one part, here is one part, and together we join them to make a whole, okay? A whole or a total amount. And we're going to use this model today to support us with our maths. If you've got any objects at home that you want to help with this, then please go and grab them and show me everything that you're using. You might want to use some pasta, you might want to use some toys, and if you've got chalk, then you might want to do this outside so you can show me all your super learning that you've been doing. So here is my first part-whole model, and I'm going to break it down for you, and then you can have a go at using these phrases with me that are at the bottom of the slides. So in the first part here, I have got 1. So I can say that the first part, one part is 1. Here I've got another part, and in this part there are 1, 2 objects. So I can say that one part is 2. So I've got one part is 1, one part is 2, And if you watch me carefully, I'm now going to bring them together to make the whole. So 1 part is 2, 1 part is 1. What's our whole? Should we count that together? 1, 2, 3. Well done. So we said that 1 part is 1, 1 part is 2, and the whole is 3. Well done, everyone. I hope you joined in with that. Let's have a look at another one. So now I've got a different part whole, and let's see what the different amounts are. So in this part here, I've got 1, 2 objects. So I can say that 1 part is 2. Can you have a go at saying that? Well done. Here I've got another part, and I can say here that 1 part is 1, 2, 3. So 1 part is 3. I'll repeat that. So 1 part is 2, 1 part is 3. And now I'm going to move them across to find out what my whole is. So 1 part is 2, 1 part is 3. Can you help me count them and work out what the whole is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fabulous. So I could say here, if I was going to draw it, I would say that 1 part is 2, 1 part is 3, and the whole is, can you remember? 5. Well done. So the whole is 5. Well done, everyone. So let's have a look at this one. Now it's slightly different. So now I've got 1 part here and 1 part here. Just have a little look. How many is in each part? Correct. So here I can say that 1 part is 1. How much is in this part here? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. So 1 part is 4. So 1 part is 1. 1 part is 4. Let me check. And now I need to find out what the whole is. So there's 1 part is 1. 1 part is 4. And let's count the whole. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the whole is 5. So I'm going to say all that together. So 1 part is 1, 1 part is 4, the whole is 5. Can you have a go at saying that? Fabulous. Oh, this is a different way, but don't worry because we've still got part here, 1 part here, and the whole. So all we have done is just turned the part whole model around. The parts still remain the same. So here is my first part, and in my first part I have got 1. So I can say 1 part is 1. How many is in my other part? 1 part is, you're right, 1 part is 2. Therefore, what is my whole? Let's check. 1 part is 1. The other part is 2. Therefore, my whole is correct. It is 3. Well done. 1 part is 1. 1 part is 2. The whole is 3. Can you have a go at saying that? Fabulous. Whew, I've got a few for you to have a little go at now. So you can either just say these out loud with the person who's sat next to you, have a little think in your head, or if you want to, you can have a go at writing them down. But I'll just give you a couple of minutes just to work that out. Okay, if you need a little bit longer, just pause it now and just have some more time. But I'm going to go through the answers, so if you haven't finished them, then make sure you do. So here we go on question 1. So we've got 1 part is, so let's have a look. So 1 part here, we've got how many? 1, well done. So you should have said that 1 part is 1. Then here we've got the other part, and how many is in there? You're right, 3. So one part is 1 and the other part is 3. You might have worked this out by drawing it. For example, one part is 1, the other part is 3, and the whole, therefore, is 4. Well done if you worked that one out. Let's have a look at this one then. So one part, I'm going to start with the red ones first, is 5. You're absolutely right. Well done. So one part is 5. How many is in the other part? Correct, it's 4. And you had to work out what the whole was. I wonder if you drew the parts in my whole, just like I'm doing now. Because remember, we're putting this part and this part together to make the whole. So that's what I've done there. I've moved this part into here, this part into here, and together I've got my whole. So the whole amount you should have is 9. Well done. So congratulations if you got that one right. Now I've changed it a little bit again. I just like tricking you today. So here I've got the total amount, the whole amount. And I want us to have a go at completing these sentences, okay, that are represented on my part-part whole model. So in this picture here, I've got that one part is 1, 2. So one part is 2. Here, how many have I got? 1, 2. So the other part is 2. So I can say one part is 2, one part is 2. What's the whole amount I've got here? What's my whole amount? Can we count them? 4. Well done. So I can say that one part is 2, one part is 2, and the whole is 4. Can you have a go at saying that? Well done. Okay, so I've got another one here. Bigger numbers this time, so I hope you're ready to count with me. Let's check how many is in this part. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So one part is 3. How many is in this part? 1, 2, 3, 4. So one part is 4. What's in my whole? Can you count them for me? What's in my whole? 7, correct. So I can now say that one part is 3, one part is 4, and the whole is 7. Well done. Now, here's where it comes on to your jobs. I've got 3 different part-part whole models there. So I want you now to take some time to do these activities. I've made them a bit more challenging towards the end. So I want you to have a look at the part-part whole model, count how many is in each part, and recognise what the whole amount is as well, and complete these sentences. You've got a really tricky one down there. Once you've had a go at doing these, I'd really like it if you could send me some of your work. So if you could just email it to our class email address, it'd be great to see everything that you've been doing at home. You can either pause it here and have a little go at this activity, but I've also got a bit of a challenge for you to do as well, which I'll just show you. So here I have got a part-part whole model. And here I've already put the whole in it. Let's count how many is in the whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've said that the whole is 5, but I want you to work out how many different ways you can make these parts. For example, you might have one part as 1 and one part as 4. Or you may have one part as 2 and one part as 3. But remember, the whole must remain as 5, but the parts can change. Have a little go at both my tasks today and let me know how you get on. I know that you will fly through this because you're all superstars. Good luck.